The Democratic Party must make a decision about a very serious problem, which is the incumbent sheriff, Sadie Darnell, remaining in her position as sheriff of Alachua County, Florida. Miss Darnell, in November 2010, supported Republican Susan Beard over Democratic candidate Cynthia Chestnut, and Miss Beard actually won that election. After this unilateral slap to the faces of all Democrats everywhere, Miss Darnell is attempting to remain in office by running as a Democrat after posturing herself as a Sunshine Republican. The Democratic Party must stand together to this affront to its dignity and common sense. The sense of entitlement and utter disdain to the Democratic constituency shown by Miss Darnell is unprecedented and unparalleled in Alachua County's history. The response at November 2012 elections should more than reflect the Democratic disenchantment with Miss Darnell, and Miss Darnell's opponent should be Alachua County's new sheriff-elect on the morning of November 7th, along with President Obama's retaining of his office. The Democratic Party must not be remiss in its duties, and its duty is to speak loudly to Miss Darnell not to take for granted the Democratic vote. But greater than this is the Democratic Party's duty to its future members. This generation of Democrats have the power to shape future generations of Democrats just by what we do now and how we handle this problem. The experiences of one generation of Democrats becomes the history of the next generation of Democrats, and the history of several generations of Democrats become the traditions of the Democratic Party. So we have in this generation the power to determine what happens in future generations just by what we do today in this generation. It is a question of how you see the Democratic Party and a question of what is the Democratic way. Ms. Darnell obviously sees the Democratic Party as being insignificant, inconsistent, and amazingly ignorant not to notice her support of an opposition candidate. Her decision to run as a Democrat was made because we have not established a Democratic way that would tell her such an action is not only political suicide, but almost inconceivable. We have to establish guidelines in this generation of Democrats as to what our platform is, and this must be done independent of Republican and Republicrat dialogue. It's no one else's conversation but ours. Ms. Darnell's decision to run as a Democrat must not be taken lightly because the precedent has not yet been established for this problem. But also, this is an opportunity for all Democrats to say, no, this is not our way, and this thing will not and cannot happen in this generation of Democrats. Thank you.